Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I keep having to remind myself to say Tuesday because it does feel like a Monday today. I really hope you're well. Tonight, I'm doing a special Fitness Pilates pelvic floor restore session. And this works in conjunction with the pelvic floor restore course that I'm delivering currently at the moment. Obviously, a lot of that's being delivered via Zoom and in a WhatsApp group, but I'm doing 4 special pelvic floor classes over the next 4 weeks, which are all tailored to help educate you about your pelvic floor, whether you're male or female, help strengthen your pelvic floor, and also help to release your pelvic floor. So tonight's session is going to be focused on breath, alignment, getting in the right position for the optimum engagement of your pelvic floor muscles. And we're going to be using a variety of different tools. I want to use a mini ball. I want to use an activation band tonight, so feel free to grab those. And then, gang, we're also going to use a long band as well. We're going to use that for a little bit of release work right at the end. So if you're joining me live tonight, I'd love to know. If you are doing this on catch up and you have any questions or any feedback, let me know. Hopefully that audio is all sounding good and we are going to get going. So I want to bring the attention first of all to the alignment of your pelvis. And this is really quite key because if your alignment is out of your pelvis on a regular basis, i.e. you stand a certain way with maybe your pelvis tilted backwards or your pelvis tilted forwards, and you're standing for long periods of time, or you've stood like that for many, many years, then pelvic floor is going to be altered because it's not in position to be able to get that full contraction and relaxation at the same time. So feel free to stand with your feet more than hip distance apart. You don't have to stand with your feet under your hips. But give your body the chance to actually rock the pelvis forward and back and see where your alignment falls. So do you stand with more of your pelvis tilted forward, or do you stand more with your pelvis tilted backwards? Or do you not find that actually you're standing kind of out of optimum? Maybe you're quite neutral all the time. So bring that pelvis forward and through. We're going to come all the way forward, point A, all the way back, point C, find point B, somewhere in between. And we hold that pelvis there. I want you to lengthen up the rest of the body, grow tall, let your shoulders relax, let your neck relax. And then bring your hands onto the side of your rib cage. Our pelvic floor muscles are heavily influenced by our breath. And if we can learn to breathe diaphragmatically, we are going to get a stronger pelvic floor engagement. But we're also going to allow our pelvic floor muscles to be much more functional. They're going to kind of be able to work with us rather than against us. So with the hands around the sides of the ribs, and I say this because the lungs are located in the back of the body, I want you to start to breathe into your hands. I want you to feel your breath. As you breathe in, you're going to feel your rib cage expand. And as you breathe out, you're going to feel that rib cage move back inwards. So you can feel your breath moving your hands just slightly, not a big movement. As we're breathing in, we feel the rib cage move out, and as we breathe out, we feel it move back in. We get that strong connection with our breath. So as you breathe in, diaphragm contracts and moves down, and pelvic floor muscles just naturally relax. And then as you breathe out, diaphragm moves up, relaxes, and pelvic floor muscles contract, engage, and lift up. So we're going to really implement our breath tonight. When you've got that going on, relax the hands. Now, take the head over to the right. Roll the head down and round, over to the left. So I want you to release through the neck, the shoulders, Just moving your head from right to left. Keep that going. Notice how that feels. And then the head comes down to chest. Look up to the ceiling. Open the mouth. I want you to really let your jaw relax. Your jaw is directly linked to your pelvis. So if there's tightnesses in your jaw, it will often reflect tightnesses in the pelvis, linked by your vagus nerve. I want you to really let your jawline relax. Take that tension away. And bring the head up and roll the shoulders back. So, is your pelvis still in that optimum position? Are you still breathing diaphragmatically, using your breath, slowing everything down? Perfect. Take your right arm, circle round. Now your left. So it doesn't mean that we always have to move slow with working the pelvic floor. Actually, really working dynamically is going to be strong for your pelvic floor. But I want you to have that moment to just think about you breathing. So many times we just don't have the time to focus on our breath, rushing around all the time. I want to give you that opportunity to be able to connect with your body and your breath. We're going to take the hand down to the right hand side of the thigh, come up, change to the left. We really stretch here. Be aware of how that feels as you open up your side body. Let's take that over, because if the muscles that feed into the pelvis, either above or below, are tight, it's going to affect your pelvic floor function. You might find that actually your pelvic floor suffers because of the tightnesses that you might have going on around your pelvis, around your hips. So let's bring the arms forward and swoop, release back again, open the mouth, relax the jaw, 2 more, bend the knees as much as you need, 1 more, pedal push through your feet and just relax, loosen off through the feet, let that breathe for you. We're going to take the feet wider and we're going to lunge from right to left. I want you to open up your hip, feel that release happening here. Like I said, if the muscles that feed into the pelvis from below, like your inner thighs, if these are tight, it's going to affect tightnesses through the pelvic floor, and a tight pelvic floor is not a strong pelvic floor. So feel free to stretch and stay. Change sides when you wish. Give your body the chance to let these release. Bring yourself back up. Pedal push through your feet. We're going to take our right knee and circle out. You might want to hold on to a wall or a chair here. Just circling out. Let's do at least 4 going out, and then do 4 coming in. Again, giving your hips the chance to release. Open up. Change to the other side. So we're going to circle round. Well done. Good work. Now go the other way. Circle through. That's it. Relax through the feet. So we're going to start to think about engaging these muscles and strengthening, using the breath at the same time. Let's place the ball in between the thighs. So anytime I put the ball in between your thighs, inner thighs are engaging, and inner thighs lap over pelvic floor muscles as well, so they influence it. We're going to sit down into a Pilates squat. Exhale, inhale, rise, exhale, squat down. As you come up though, I want you to squeeze the ball, squeeze the bottom. And as you come down, I want you to squeeze the ball and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. So we're starting to activate. Use that breath, use it fully. Come up and squeeze the muscles in the bottom. Well done. One more time. Perfect. Place the ball into the left hand. I'm going to bring the right knee up and then open out to the side. Anytime I open up your pelvis, the hip bones move outwards because the pelvic floor kind of connects like a diamond, really, into the pelvis. Every time I move your pelvic bones, pelvic floor muscles are going to be influenced. Well done. Release, change sides. So if we always keep our pelvis very narrow and we never do sort of any lateral work, pelvic floor muscles aren't getting that opportunity to be able to contract fully with the pelvis open. So this is really just getting them to wake up. You might feel those muscles opening out to the side. Good work. We release. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Place the ball in between the thighs again. Roll down as far as you wish. Inhale, exhale, and rise when you're ready. Roll the shoulders. Lift up. Inhale, exhale, drop the chin. You might not want to come all the way down to the floor. So if your pelvic floor muscles have been compromised, say for instance by prolapse or hysterectomy, I don't want you to come into any kind of crunch positions. And you might want to stay with just the half roll. Inhale, exhale. Let your back release, let your shoulders relax. Moving at your own pace, your own tempo. Let's do one more lift. Wherever you are, whether you're halfway or you're all the way, we're going to come down to the floor. Pressing through, stretching out the back of the legs. And then bending the knees down to the floor. We can remove the ball. I want you to take your knees wider now. Come down into this. So maybe shift your weight from side to side. So feel that release, opening up your hips. Just moving side to side. Think about, is there any tightness there? Do you feel that? Good work. Coming back and through, and again, I'm going to rotate through my hip here. Allowing that pelvis to release. Go the other way when you're ready. So maybe 4 forwards, 4 backwards. Well done. Okay. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to do a variation of our Superman. But again, I'm going to open up the pelvis. So move the pelvic bones wider. We're going to come forwards. We open to the side. Come back and then replace. Coming forward and through. We're flexing the foot gang, heel leads. That engages the muscles in the bottom a little bit stronger. The muscles in your bottom play a huge role with your pelvic floor health. So I want them to be strong. I don't want them to be tight. Open to sides. Now, some of you who have got pelvic floor dysfunction, you're going to stay with this. First, opening to the side. Those of you that haven't got any pelvic floor issues but want to work a little bit stronger and maintain your good pelvic floor health, You're going out diagonally to the sides with both your arm and your leg. So you're not going forward first. You're hitting it out to the corners of the room. So you haven't got that kind of safe haven going forward first. You are opening to the side. Exhale. Well done. We're going to bring those hands and knees under the shoulders and the knees again. So bringing this out into a fire hydrant. You're working more of your glute medial here. Bring it out to the side. Again, some of you might want to keep the hands down. Even distribution of your weight. Exhale as you lift your leg. Some of you might want to bring the opposite arm out to the side. Exhale. No rush. Slow it down more if you need to. Exhale, open. Inhale, lower. Change sides when you're ready. So again, you might want to just move your leg. Keep your hands still. Fire hydrant again opens up the pelvis. Exhale as you open. Focus on that breath. And only out the arm if you wish. Really good. Well done, release. Again, take a moment just to stretch out through the back. Perfect. So I'm going to bring you round. We're going to do some work that's going to help to engage and strengthen the muscles that feed into the pelvis. So we're going to grab our activation band. We're going to place it around our thighs. Lay ourselves down into the floor. Now, bring your attention to your breath again as you lay here. Maybe place your hands on your rib cage. Breathe fully. I want you to breathe into the hands and then let the rib cage move away from your hands as you breathe out. I'm going to start simple and build. So gang, as you breathe in, let your band relax slightly. And as you exhale, I want you to push against your thighs. So breathe in and let it release slightly. Breathe out, push against your band with your thighs. So this is level 1. Just a little bit of abduction, adduction happening here in the legs. Laying in a neutral spine position, that pelvis in optimum. Level 2, we're going to come up into shoulder bridge and stay here. Breathe in, let your thighs move away from the band slightly and breathe out. Press against the band. Breathe in, relax. Breathe out, push against the band. Good work. So you can relax the hands anytime you're ready when you know that breath is coming laterally. Now you can stay here for as long as you want. You can stay on level 1 if you want to, and that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, I'm going to lift one leg up. We're going to move it to the side. Exhale. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, open. Inhale, release. Push the thighs against the bands. Bring it back, replace. Feet can be as wide as you need them to be. So again, you're opening up your pelvis. You're working the muscles that feed into the pelvis. Inner and outer thighs are working. Outer glutes are working. Glute max is working as well, the big muscles around the back. Piriformis. Watch me burn up from inside like a phoenix. Well done. Roll the back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Relax from here for a moment. Now keeping the band on the legs, we're going to bring the legs up to tabletop. Back in neutral spine position. I'm going to press, open the leg to the side, bring it back. So again, exhale as you open. Inhale as you return. Pelvis is staying in that neutral spine position. But again, we've got this lateral move happening here, opening up the pelvis. So when you're moving those pelvic bones from each other, you're getting that natural contraction through pelvic floor. I'm flexing my foot again as I push away. Be aware of how that feels. Just move at your own pace and your own tempo. You don't have to match my speed. To do what's good for you. Good work. I'll do one more. Perfect. Release. Take your band away. Give your legs a little bit of a release. Maybe come into butterfly. Open up the hips. Open up that pelvis. Just take a moment there just to really let that relax. Let that release for you. Take the tension away from the pelvis. Maybe open the knees out into butterfly. Come back to your breath. When that feels good for you, if you want to use the ball underneath the back of the pelvis, feel free. If you don't, you're just coming into your neutral spine position, legs up, tabletop. We're going to go into a single knee drop. So one leg stays still, the other knee opens to the side. Inhale, exhale, open, close. So when we take that knee out again, pelvic floor muscles are being engaged naturally and stretched as you're opening up your pelvis. We've got pelvic stability happening on one side, pelvic mobility happening on the other side. You gave me everything. So again, I want you to use your breath. Let's exhale as you open. Keep me in your good books for a while until I'm standing. Well done. On my own 2 feet and ready for my life. Okay, I'm going to change this slightly. We're going to do a tap down, but we're going to curtsy. Exhale. Again, the curtsy tap opens up the pelvis. Relax the upper body. You're exhaling as you tap your foot down. Where you need those muscles to engage nice and strong. So not only does your pelvic floor engage naturally when you exhale, but so does TBA, your transverse abdominis, the muscles that run crossways through the tummy. So the breath is so important. You don't need to rush. Let's do one more each side. Only when you want. And if I keep you in Good work. Again, I want you to release those hips.
You keep returning with your broken
circle round. Go round in both directions.
And I'm over it. Don't lock me out. Give me just a little time. I know I've let you down, but I will make it.
Well done, release. Gonna move the ball. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a couple of options. If you have had any prolapse or hysterectomy, I do not want you to lift the head, okay? So you're going to keep the head down. What you're going to do instead is have the ball in between the knees, and I want you to focus on squeezing the ball. Exhale as you squeeze, yeah? That's your move. If there's no hysterectomy or prolapse, anything like that, we're going to put our feet in butterfly. We're going to place our hands behind our head, and we're going to exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So I'm not a massive fan of sit-ups. But if you've got a fully functional pelvic floor, this is pushing down onto the pelvis. As you lift up, your pelvic floor muscles have got to work. So this is more of an exercise to do if you've got, good, strong pelvic floor. Exhale, press. If you've got any pelvic floor dysfunction, stay with the ball between the knees and just squeeze. And place one hand behind the head, the other hand comes down, just wherever you feel comfortable. Good work. One more. Great stuff. Release. Take a full body stretch. So letting our hips release, we want to grab our long band now. Grab a hold of that band, pop it around your right foot. We're going to open the leg wide to the side. The other leg comes down to the floor. So it's really important that those muscles that feed into the pelvis aren't tight. We want to help them release. So opening up the inner thigh here. Stay there for as long as you need. Well done. We then bring the leg back through, switch the hands over, pull across, and now we're stretching out the muscles around the hip into piriformis, around the lower back. If your piriformis muscle in your bottom is tight, it's going to again affect your pelvic floor health. Because the tightness is again into the pelvis, restrictions that you might have with the pelvis, how it lays, will make an influence. Bring the leg back up to center. Take a hamstring stretch here. Pull that to you, just let that release. Well done. We take a break, relax. Change over to the other side. Open up the pelvis here, inner thigh stretch. Try and really allow your pelvis to relax. Take the tension away. Use the breath now to almost exhale it away. Come across over to the other side. Feel that opening up of your hip, your lower back, your bottom. Then bring it back to center. Let the hamstrings release. Well done, we release. We're going to take a little rock on our back to bring us up to sitting. Now, you're going to come round to kneeling. And if you need to pad up your mat or maybe grab a cushion right now, do it. I'm going to put my left knee down, my right leg forward. We're going to stretch open our hip flexors. So rock forward and back. Just see how that feels as you move. We're going to stay all the way forward, tuck forward. Lean your body back. And if you want to, take that left arm up, lean back and then lean over. Again, this is going to stretch open the whole of that hip. Release and change sides when you're ready. So again, if the hip flexors are very tight, this is going to affect your pelvic floor health. Staying forward, leaning back now with your body. Lifting the arm up if you want, then coming over. We bring ourselves round. Rolling up slow. As you come up, roll the shoulders back, let that release. So just let the tension go there from the neck, the shoulders again. And then place the hands on the rib cage again. Come back to your breath. Inhaling into the hands, exhaling away from the hands. Having that time for you to breathe, get the connection with your breath. When you know that's going on, we're going to take a breath here. Bring the hands up, bring the hands down, bring your pelvis back into your neutral alignment. Shoulders away from your ears, body is lovely and long. Take another breath, inhale. As you exhale, breathe away any last little bit of tension from your body and your mind. Let it go. One more time, we inhale. And as we exhale, hopefully we've got a better understanding of us, our body, but also those exercises that we can use as kind of a bit of a start position for our pelvic floor health. We take our right arm above our head and our left, right hand forward and our left. Right palm in and our left. Give ourselves and each other a superb round of applause. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really hope that you enjoyed that. Let me know if there's any questions at all. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your evening. If you are on my Pelvic Floor Restore course and you have any questions about anything I did, please let me know. Otherwise, enjoy, and I will hopefully see you on a live or a catch-up real soon.